Hey besties, I'm not a huge fan of New Year's resolution because a lot of times we have resolutions, but when it comes time to implement after the buzz of January has passed, we don't. By the way, Happy New Year, my loves. This is going to be a good career year for us. And the reason it's going to be that is because we are going to implement these 5 tips to kickstart our career. The first thing I want you to do is to be realistic with yourself about where you are currently in the job market and what you want to do. Now, your case may not even be job market, your case may be your business, your content creation, whatever it is. Now, take stock of where you currently are, as that will guide you towards where you want to be. Of course, by now, a lot of people have already drafted their vision board, they already know what they want to do for the year. Now, that is good because that is you taking stock of what you want to do in the future. Now, the skills you have right now, is it going to be enough or do you need to upskill? Now, no one has the right to tell you whether you need to upskill or not, because you would know if you do. And if what you have is enough, then that is fine. If you feel you need to upskill, there are lots of online resources. Firstly, YouTube is the number one teacher. You can learn various things on YouTube, and you can also pay people that have courses in whatever skill you want to have. A good skill I think everyone should learn in 2025 is a skill of how to properly market. When you know how to market, you would really improve in various aspects of your life. And I know that marketing is a word that people say it as though, hey, buy and sell. No, even in your job, if you are a good marketer, and by marketing, remove the ideology that you think is to sell a product. Of course, that can be a part of marketing, but you can be marketing yourself. If you are in an interview room, for instance, you are there to market yourself, you are there to sell yourself, and also to see if that job aligns with your own skills. That's why I always believe that if you know how to properly market yourself, and by marketing yourself, I mean speaking confidently about your skills, your values, what you have to offer, or even writing. If you cannot speak, at least be a good writer. Because when you are able to properly sell yourself and your personal brand, it is going to go a long way, regardless of the industry you are in. We're going to talk about personal branding towards the end of this video, so stay right there with me. Now, the second New Year's resolution I suggest you think of inculcating is building a strong professional network. Networking is everything, connection is everything, and don't think that networking is a thing of the past. It's a thing of the future, the present, everywhere. Because a lot of people have gotten lots of offers just because they know someone. And let's assume you don't even know anyone. That is okay. If you are able to properly market yourself, you can build a strong professional network. Firstly, you can start networking through word of mouth, meaning people in your circle. If, for instance, you're looking for a job, you can enlist the help of people around you that can actually signpost you to opportunities or even give you referrals. Or maybe your case is not even looking for a job, you just need to elevate in your career. Why are you not on LinkedIn? Or why is your LinkedIn page not optimized? What are you doing? If you are a career person, I think you should be on LinkedIn and you should be very intentional about what you post, which is something that I'm really working on, because I used to see LinkedIn as a place where people just go to post their achievements and leave. But it is a very good way to actually network. A lot of people have gotten jobs through LinkedIn just by posting sensible things related to their industry. Now, this is particular for people that are in career. Now, if you're in business, it still applies to you. Network. At least you should have one social media platform that your presence is visible on. That's if you want to market yourself. Oh, but if you want your 2025 to still be like 2024, where maybe you did not really have proper plans, then of course keep doing what you were doing, because they said that if you keep doing what you keep doing and you expect a different result, then I don't know. But if you want a different result in 2025, then please be more intentional about your network. Number three, set clear, measurable goals. I want to get a job is not a clear goal. It's very vague. What kind of job? So if you tell me you want to get a job, I can refer you for a cleaning job. I can refer you for a healthcare job. I can refer you for anything. Now, of course, Depending on the stage of life you are currently in, there are times when you may do any job. For instance, if you come to the UK newly, you may just get to do some jobs that ordinarily you would not do because those are survival jobs. That's not what I'm referring to, because in that case, then maybe you can say any job because you just want to survive. But if you are not in that stage, and the stage of life you are in is you wanting to actually start building your career, be intentional about your goals. And when you set goals, don't just have goals and make it like dreams, things that you want to happen, you wish for it to happen, but you're not doing anything to make it happen. A lot of times, many people don't put in the work. Then when someone else put in that work, they say the person is lucky, and they are not lucky. That's not how life works. The person you are calling lucky has put in the work. Now, of course, I'm not saying the place of God's grace, the place of even luck cannot work, but most times those things work when there is something to work on. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. There are no two ways about it. So that person that you think is lucky, that person has done something. So ensure that your goals are not just one high sounding thing just because you want to belong or you want to say something very big. How are you going to achieve those goals? What measures do you have in place of achieving those goals? There's a difference between results and actions. For instance, last year I had it as a goal to have 20,000 YouTube subscribers. I did not have that. But then I had it as an action to release a certain number of videos. Did I do it? No. I released way less than I had ever released since I started YouTube. And that showed in my numbers. So when you are setting goals, the results you want to see, also make your actions align with those results so that it will be easier for you to achieve those goals. Now, in line with this, my loves, if you are watching me, please subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already, because I have a goal. And me bringing out this video today is my way of putting in the action, the work. Because to get the results I desire, I need to take action. So when you set goals, please take action. Your goal could be that you want to leave your current company. That's okay. But if you keep saying it, I want to leave the company. Oh, I want to leave the company. And you never do anything, you're going to be there for years. There are people that have complained, whined, grumbled about their company. They're not going nowhere. You'll be there. Because it's not by complaining. Fortune favors the bold. Would you go and apply for that job or not? Would you go and revamp your CV or not? Would you go and learn interviewing skills or not? Or you keep complaining? So don't just set goals that are high sounding. Attach actions to those goals. Now, number 4, prioritize your work-life balance. I know I'm talking about career, but it's very important to realize that you are a whole human being. And your career is just a part of your life. It is not the bane of your existence. When you see someone that their career is the bane of their existence, you will see that they're not living rich lives. Like their life is just one dimensional. And one way to know such a person in a place of work, for instance, is that that person will be in everyone's business because they don't have a life. The life is work, work is life. That's not healthy. So ensure you have a good work-life balance. Now, of course, depending on the stage you are in life, there are times where there may be some compromises that you may need to make. For instance, when I was a social work student on placement, I was working 7 days in a week. Why? My placement was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And of course, I was not being paid to be on placement. And as an international student, I needed money to survive, to pay my fees, to pay my house rent, to pay my bills, to just survive. And I had to work Saturday and Sundays. So I was working 7 days in a week, very unhealthy. But at that point, that was the best I could have done. And one way I was able to help myself have that work-life balance, even in that dire condition, was to do things that filled my cup outside work. When I come back from work, I'll film a YouTube video. Even though this is considered technically work, it makes me happy. Filming videos makes me so happy. Connecting with my audience makes me happy. Sewing clothes makes me happy. Now, I kept doing those things that made me happy and it filled my cup. So you can be in that situation where you really cannot have that proper work-life balance. Because Work life balance also involves you having that time of rest. Working. Mr. and Mrs. Overtimer, you don't have a life. Stop. Of course, you can take overtime, oh, and there are times, as I said, where you need to maybe do more, but in all, prioritize your work life balance. Learn to have hobbies outside work, like have a life. You can even learn to have hobbies that are not monetized, hobbies that you genuinely enjoy doing, and you do it to relax. You can even have the ones that are monetized. So why doing that thing you enjoy? You are even making money from it. Learn to rest, because rest is a huge part of productivity. When you're relaxed, it impacts your overall well-being. Now, before I go to the final tip, I want you to know that if you want my ebook guide on interviews, oh, the book is just stellar. Click the link in the description box for that or any of my other services. Now, the final point is build a personal brand, which is what I was trying to talk about in the beginning. There's this book, I Am My Brand by Kobe Springer. It is amazing. I recommend it. In this life, personal branding, oh my god, if you are observant, you will see people that did not have anything, people that others would consider nobodies, from nowhere rising to stardom. You will see a person like you and I literally rising to stardom just because they built their personal brand. And the beautiful thing about 2025 is that there are no rules to what your personal brand should entail. You don't have to be put together. But of course, remember, the internet never forgets. So whatever you're putting out there, that's your digital footprint. Of course, you can change, you can rebrand. Now, the point is, you can build your personal brand to be anything you want it to be. I started calling myself Adathelegalpepper. Guess what? At the point I changed the name of this channel to my full name, guess what everyone was still calling me? Adathelegalpepper. You see red, that's my color. There are no two ways about it. My brand is clear. And branding even transcends beyond color and all that. It also includes your manner of communication. For instance, you all know I'm a direct communicator. If you click on my video, you know that I'm going straight to the point. There's no time for fluff. Now, there are people that will come and say, oh, hey loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ada. Subscribe. That's not me. I will get bored. That's not me. Even a few minutes, I'll get bored. My own is, oh yeah, you've seen the title, right? You've seen the thumbnail. You know my name is Adathelegalpepper. Oh yeah, come, let's talk about what you came here for. Sharp, sharp. And even my delivery. Straight up. Oh, now, that is my style. That is my personal brand. It does not have to be right or wrong, but it is mine. I remember what someone told me in one of my one-on-one consultations, when she was like, she loves all my interview videos, and the reason why she paid for the consultation was because of my manner of communicating, which is very direct, very laughy, very jovial. Then she was like, oh, she knows some interview coaches, for instance, that maybe they'll wear suits and they'll be all formal. Now, that is their style of communication. It's not wrong. That is the person's brand. And when you have a personal brand, there are people that would gravitate towards you. I'm sure there are people that would see my video and be like, I beg, I beg. Please, don't be like that. Well, I'm sure there are people like that. Maybe they don't have good taste. But be true to your personal brand. And we all have personal brands. In fact, as you're watching me, see, even if you don't even have an audience, maybe you don't even have any form of like community, maybe you're not even an influencer, you're not a content creator, in your life you are still your brand. There are people that are around you copying you, even in your life. Let's even say that all you do is to do your 9 to 5. There are people there emulating you. There are people there watching you. You are your brand. I'm not saying care about people watching you. That's not the point. My point is you are already building your personal brand, whether you know it or not. There are times someone can say something and say, oh, no. If it's this person, no, that person cannot do that. Why? Because that is your brand. Your brand communicates your values. It communicates your skills, your experiences. If someone in my circle, for instance, wants to get a job, They're looking out for me because I've been doing it. If they want help with fashion, they're coming to me. If I want help with some things, I know who to meet. I know which friend to meet if I'm having relationship issues. I know which one to meet if I'm having cooking issues or whatever. Like, I just know who to meet based on their branding, the way they've branded themselves. And it's what you say you are, people believe. Oh. If you say you are nothing, yes, of course, you are nothing. Why would people say you are something? If I say I'm the queen of interviews, people will start calling me the queen of interviews, even without a crown. Because that is what personal branding is about. You are either intentional about crafting your personal brand or not. But of course, even in a personal branding, please be true to yourself. Personal branding is not you trying to curate any picture perfect image. No, you are human, you make mistakes, and that is okay. Perfection is a myth. It doesn't exist. It only exists in the mind of a person that wants to self sabotage. So focus, build a brand. And after you've built your brand, or whilst building your brand, see, be documenting your processes so that you have proof, you have a track record. And that's it though. It's that easy. It does not have to be hard. 2025 would be an amazing career year. And I really pray for you, whatever your heart desire is regarding your career, whether it's your job, your business, anything that gives you shmoney, I pray that God blesses it. I pray that the works of your hands are truly blessed to the point that you have overflow. Because when you are happy because the areas of your life involving money is secure, it impacts your life. Oh. Of course, money is not everything, but please be rich enough before you make that statement. It's the rich that have the privilege of saying money is not everything. If you don't have money, please. mm, Now, you can take everything I've said with a pinch of salt, or you can carry it on your head like a bag of gari. It just depends on you. I'm going to be linking up another video that you would absolutely love, and I'm going to see you, my loves, next time. So until then, stay blessed, besties. Be happy, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Love you.